Hello Doctor Who fans, I am Doctor Who Commentator, here to bring you the world's worst fan commentary on Doctor Who. First few disclaimers before we start: I'm not affiliated with Doctor Who, I'm not affiliated with the BBC in any way, I don't make any money off this, and I don't know anyone connected to Doctor Who. With that out of the way, we are now to move on to the Crimson Horror. So here we are, starting off in Yorkshire, 1893, nowhere near London. Something off. Oh, something's going to happen to one of them, isn't it? And of course, notably the Doctor doesn't appear for quite a while. I was surprised by that. Actually, I wasn't that surprised, but it wasn't that long either, it just felt a bit long.
Mrs. Gillyflower, we have come about your husband, my dear. A tragedy. My husband, your...
I was trying to think of what the... Vampires in Venice, that's right. They do kind of look like the girls in Vampires from Venice, must be said. Sounds like Mark Gatiss is repeating some old stories.
We're so very sorry for your loss.
Ah, the woman playing her.
Well, fire, that's put me right off me mash. Another one. Another. It's not the first one I've had in here looking like that.
Dina Rigg. She was actually saying she was glad she could use her proper accent this time.
I have no interest in the deplorable excesses of the penny dreadful. Payment in advance, Flower.
I think it's worth noting that this episode is... Actually, this episode, which involves the alien, the Red Leech, it's worth noting that the repulsive case of the Red Leech is an unrecorded Sherlock Holmes adventure.
It's my brother. I've come out from London to bring him home. Oh, aye. Thank you for agreeing to this meeting. I've told you're the investigator to see if there are strange goings-on.
I read of your brother's death. I'm
Okay.
a victim of crimson
There was a production error in it, and I would agree with this. The veil in that,
He and a young woman
it's
were
quite
one
transparent. It's not that much of a surprise.
another. Do you know what an octagram is?
It's a silly superstition, sir. The belief that the eye can retain an image of the last thing it sees.
Oh no, that's true! If you watch the Wild Wild West, you know that's true. Sorry, my hair's getting in the way. Come on, wasn't that much of a surprise?
I'll be blowed. I think, madam, that we'd better make plans to head north.
Why did they have to develop it further? And I can't say I understand where the Doctor in that image... Where exactly was that taken from? Surely everyone who's seen this episode knows the Doctor's mouth is wide open. Well, it'll be explained later.
According to my research, Sweetville's proprietor has recruitment drives for her little...
I must say, I am glad to be seeing Vestra, Jenny and Strax again.
The most beautiful.
They are going to be some of the most popular characters. Is this Strax?
Speaking to Jenny?
Yes, Strax.
Jenny. If this weak and fleshy boy represents us,
He still doesn't know.
Of scissor grenades, limbo vapor, and triple blast brain splitters.
What for?
Just gently. Remember, we are going to the north.
The North.
That Babylon of the moderns, with its crystal light and its glitter, all a swarm with the wretched ruins of humanity.
Here you go, usual speech from
And women,
a doom prophecy. The prophecy of the apocalypse is coming.
the most delicate of lives, believe me, I know.
Do you know?
I know. My own daughter.
And Rachel Sterling, who is genuinely the daughter of Deanna Rigg.
By my late husband.
In fact, Mark Gatiss said that this episode was specifically tailored for the two of them.
Mistletoe berries. And what, my friends, is your story? Will you be found wanting when the end of days is come? When judgment rains down upon us all? Or will you be preserved against the coming apocalypse?
It's always about the coming apocalypse.
I offer a way out. There is a different path. Sweet Phil.
Yes. And I think it's worth pointing out, Glenn Beck has been promoting a similar thing. I'm not joking. Glenn Beck is promoting Freedom Town. Although, in all seriousness, Sweetville is actually based, or rather modelled, on a genuine Yorkshire village called Saltire something. It's a salt mine village, I think. Was specifically modelled for its workers.
And how will she locate the doctor?
Find him, she needs only ignore all people outside, go through every locked door, and run towards any form of danger that presents itself.
I'm going to turn it up, actually.
Isn't it as usual then?
Business as usual.
Yep, business as usual. So it is, Sweetville. And of course, there's a blind daughter. Okay, I was wrong. The doctor isn't gone for quite a long time. We just don't realise that yet. How much can he move? Worth asking, how much can the doctor move at this point? Any of them move at that point. He obviously doesn't realise he's an alien.
I've travelled from London expressly to see Madame Vastra. Will you be so kind as to announce me, my good man?
Why'd you need to give her a note? Oh, you've just seen a lizard. Human lizard, and you can't stand that. You faint at that.
He asked permission to enter, and then it fell over. What are we to make of it?
I imagine Mr. Thursday wants to know what progress we are making. The question is, how did the doctor's image come to be preserved on a dead man's eye? It's a scientific impossibility.
Yes, exactly.
What how Jenny is getting on?
If she hasn't been
Well, it's not a complete scientific impossibility,
a massive frontal assault on the factory.
as we'll see.
Casualties can be kept to perhaps as little as 80%.
One man?
I think there may be subtler ways of proceeding.
Rough, just the two of you?
Suit yourself.
Strax is funny, he must be said. He's very funny. I am glad they've kept the same actor. Dan Starkey. I'm glad they've kept him for so long.
You. They have to be sure, you see. Only the best for Sweetville. I hope my teeth don't let me down.
Oh yeah.
I'm Abigail. Pleased to meet you. You're not local, are you? Nah, not from London. Different here, I bet. Oh yeah.
Not everyone in London was a cockney though. Surely.
Do you know anyone who's come to live here? In Sweetville, I mean. I had a pal who come here 3 months back. She wrote to tell me how perfect it all were. Funny though, I've not had a peep from her since.
Oh dear. Oh no.
Hang on, we're moving.
And yet, you don't find anything odd about that.
What are you doing? Do me a favour. Cause a distraction. Swoon. Add a funny turn. Feel the vapors.
Yet surely a lot of people have noticed you're going in there.
There's a guinea in it for you. Done.
Yep. He was easily swayed. Yeah, it's probably a lot of money, baby. No machinery whatsoever, all gramophones. Lovely. Upset, that is a lot of noise for just 3 gramophones. Oh, that's not suspicious.
The new manufacturers
Again.
do horrible things to a person. Horrible.
It's a very transparent veil.
Typical things in here. Fair turn your hair snowy as top of Buckden Pike.
You know what I'm looking for.
Oh, aye. All them bits round at Canal. The Crimson Horror.
That's what it's calling it, the Crimson Horror. Yeah, there's no genuine record, I'm assuming.
Hardly seems possible.
Aye?
I think I have seen these symptoms before.
Oh,
A long time ago.
aye. Oh, aye, how long?
About 65 million years. I trust you had a pleasant day, Mama.
Tolerable.
Charming.
Will Mr. Sweet ever join us for dinner, Mama?
Mr. Sweet is rather tired tonight, I fear. Oh, dear me. Oh, how clumsy I'm getting. To keep the
Wasn't
devil at
that
bay.
clumsy? Yeah, everyone can see you just tipped it over. You changed an accent, surely change. Well, she really needed to feed it, or thought that leech was feeding off her? Don't want to go in there. He can bang really loud. Remember, my dad shuddered at this moment. I didn't. The go pretty quick must have realised who it was.
You just stay calm now. Could open this door. Would you like that?
Yes.
Thought you might. But you and me have got to come to an arrangement. Savvy?
Savvy. Can't these actually say that, Batman?
I don't mean no harm to you, but you try anything funny.
Or is it just created through Captain Jack Sparrow?
Is that understood? Right. Doctor!
Oh no. God, it looks awful.
Can't you speak?
Obviously not. Otherwise he would have said something then.
Right. Right, we're getting out of here.
God, that's terrible. Barely move. Oh dear. Ah. Don't worry, she won't notice. Oh, she's clearly not noticed. Suppose the obvious noise was going on behind her. Now she sees the truth. This is what they're doing to people. Some will be preserved, some will die. He knows very instantly where to go. Really is intelligent.
You are all I have, monster. All will be well. Imperfect as we are, there will be room for us in the new Jerusalem.
You think that? You just keep thinking that.
No! Where are you, monster?
Oof.
Where are you?
Well, he's clearly not there, is he?
You want to go in there?
Yes, he knows what he's doing. I'd like to know what on earth is he doing in that? What exactly is that chamber for? He's gonna flush out the whole poison, obviously, but still. He's back!
Jenny. Just when you think your favourite lock-picking Victorian chambermaid will never turn up. Jenny. You have no idea how good that feels.
You deserve that.
Right, Mrs. Gilliflower, we've got to stop her. And then there's Clara. Poor Clara. Where's Clara?
Clara! Doctor, wait!
Clara, got to find.
What happened to you? How long have you
Yeah,
been
not the same Clara.
Days, weeks, don't know. Long story. I'll keep it short.
Kind of wonder whether that film style is quite necessary.
North London, 1893. Yorkshire, 1893. Near enough.
You're making a habit of this.
Looks like Leela when they went to the Victorian era.
Sorry. It's much better than it used to be. Ooh, I once spent a hell of a long time trying to get a gobby Australian to Heathrow Airport.
Hooray!
Search me. Anyway. Braveheart Clara.
Lovely reference to the Fifth Doctor there. I did once read actually that there might be references to many of the other Doctors in these stories, like The Rings of Akaten was... he mentions Susan, so that's First Doctor. Cold War is all about the Ice Warriors, so that's the Second Doctor right there. Hyde had the Metabilis Free Crystal, so that's the Third Doctor. Journey to the Centre of TARDIS, probably one in there, who knows, maybe the Eye of Harmony is the reference, if that is true. And then now you've got the Fifth Doctor with Braveheart Tegan. In fact, that's just what I read from a comment from someone. I'll look up to see if there's any truth in that. I mean, the only thing that's letting that notion down is the Fourth Doctor.
If the eye of a dead person retains an image of the last thing it sees. Nonsense, of course, unless the chemical composition of the body has been massively corrupted.
So it is scientifically possible.
Wow, this is nasty. An organic poison, a sort of venom, and you think it's connected to sweet?
Okay. Poison and venom are different things.
Doctor and Mrs. Smith. Oh, yes. You do very nice.
Oh, grand. Smashing. Hey, the missus and I couldn't be more chuffed, could we, love?
I think Mark just did say he wanted to get the Doctor using a northern accent.
Sweetville will provide you with everything you need. You won't have to worry about a thing. Ever again.
The name? Sweetville?
Yes.
Why not name it after yourself? After all, it's your creation.
Gillyflower Town, eh? Gillyflower Land, you could have roller coasters.
It is named in tribute to my partner.
Your late partner.
No, my silent partner. Mr. Sweet likes to keep himself to himself. Shall we move on?
Gillyflower Town wouldn't have been bad.
Here. All you need to know is we only recruit the brightest and the best.
Interesting. Oh, God. Very well preserved. Actually,
Like pretty maids all in a row. The process improves with every attempt. Mr. Sweet is such a clever old thing. Oh,
I must say,
the
actually,
canal with the rejects, Ada.
if they just suspended and like that, then what exactly are those others? The ones that can move, that seem to be assisting her. What exactly were they in this process?
Sometimes the preservation process goes wrong. Only Mr. Sweet knows why. And only Mama is allowed to talk to Mr. Sweet. But if you're very good,
Lovely.
you can stay here. You'll be my secret. My special monster.
He's not going anywhere. Oof. See, now there you go. He dies right there, he turns up later, and the Doctor's mouth is opening. Open wide in that image. Oh, in his eye.
Fallen into a vat of the pure venom, or was pushed. Didn't stand a chance.
What is that stuff, though?
Deadly poison. And Mrs. Gillyflower's been dipping her pilgrims in a dilute form to protect and preserve them. Process didn't work on me, maybe because I'm not human. I ended up on the reject pile.
Yes, but why is someone rejected in the first place?
According to her, the coming apocalypse.
When the end of days is come, and judgment rains down upon us all.
The end of days.
What?
Nothing.
No, what?
Something Mrs. Gillyflower said. One of her sermons. Madam will come looking for me. We'd best get on.
Clara. Gotta find Clara.
Yeah.
But Doctor,
The end of days come.
Clara's dead.
Judgment rain upon us all.
Isn't she?
I know that's been referenced in another Doctor Who story somewhere. I don't know which.
Horse! You have failed in your mission! You are lost. No sign of
Don't blame the horse.
Do you have any final words before your summary execution?
Sure. He can't speak.
The usual story. Fourth one this week, and I'm not even hungry.
You eat horse meat then? Well, we all do.
Turn around when possible. Then, at the end of the road, turn right. Bear left for a quarter of a mile until I've reached your destination.
Mark Gazes.
Thank you. What is your name?
Thomas, sir. Thomas.
I think
How
you
obvious.
do well, Thomas.
What was unlikely his name was going to be sat there, wasn't it?
Talking about the same person. About that Clara. Doctor!
I couldn't see much from where I was, but I think she survived the process. She must be here somewhere.
Clara died. The ice lady. Doctor!
Not the same Clara. Though I am curious what her destiny is. I'm sure there's a clue at the end of it. Gauntlet expression on her face.
What is the meaning of this?
Oh, Mama, I have been foolish.
Yes.
I've formed a sentimental attachment.
Attachment to whom?
A young man. Unlike the others, he survived rejection. He must be strong, worthy of salvation.
Well,
Berserker!
survived rejection.
Project onto the outside world.
I've disappointed you.
My plans must be accelerated. Nothing must interfere with the great world.
Well, technically, if it was a reject, should have died anyway.
New Eden, Mama. Promise me that.
I'll set my pilgrims onto him.
No!
Kindly do not claw and slobber at my crinoline. You know, I cannot bear to look at sick people.
Promise me you will not abandon me, Mama. Promise me that.
Do you not yet understand? There can be no place for people such as you. Only perfection is good enough for myself and Mr. Sweet.
Seriously? Mark Gatiss wrote this for those two?
Well done, child. And you are for the dark.
Can she be revived like you were?
I hope so.
Is that exactly what those tanks are for? Chambers rather for?
Oh, great attack of the supermodel.
That is a good line.
This one's on me.
Yeah. Leather suit again. Is that absolutely necessary though? That's what taught her well, obviously.
That is a plan.
Or did she already know that stuff and that's why Vestra liked her? Hooray! Bit over the top, but okay.
Let's go! No, Mum, we're not escaping. We've got out the door to get Clara.
Yep. Long story.
Long story. What now, madam? We should lay my wetted cluster buns, stacks, or thick trenches and fill them with acid stacks.
You're overexcited. Have you been eating this jelly sherbet fancies again?
No.
Go outside and wait for me until I call for you.
Where was he trying to get those weapons? He didn't have them on him, obviously.
I know who you think she is, but she isn't.
I was right then. You and Clara have unfinished business.
Oh, yes. Well, the real question is, who is she? Oh, she's out of it.
Haven't you heard of this trouble?
Excuse me, I'm about to sneeze.
She's a
Maybe not.
My people once ruled this world, as well you know. But we did not rule it alone. Just as humanity fights a daily battle against nature, so did we.
Yes,
And
they didn't rule it alone.
the most
And
virulent
it-
enemy was the repulsive red leech.
And it wasn't just the Red Leech, you ruled it alongside with the Sea Devils.
What was it exactly?
Tiny parasite. It infected our drinking water.
Why aren't they mentioned again?
It secreted a fate.
I want to know if they survived, to be quite honest.
No. Shadows, maybe it's had help.
Doctor, I've been thinking. The chimney.
Yeah. Way past that now. Parasite from the time of the dinosaurs.
We're way past the chimney. You haven't even mentioned it.
Didn't see that one coming.
Yeah, but the
Yeah,
chimney.
but what's the connection to Mrs. Gilliflower? Judgment will rain down on us all.
You're listening now?
Empty mill.
The chimney. That doesn't blow smoke.
Clever clocks.
Of course, it's a factory. I was about to say, well, does it always need to blow smoke? And I thought, of course, it's a factory, it would blow smoke.
You're going to poison the air.
How?
Because that's what chimneys do!
With that? I should think.
I'm not even gonna mention what that rocket looks like. I shouldn't have said that, should I? But I did mention what the rocket looked like. Not gonna say it.
I've got a plan.
Not a very good one. And if someone else does that same positioning... No, of course, it would never happen. Someone was actually trying to say Miss Guineaflower seems to be more intelligent than an ordinary Victorian. Rather, the technology is incredibly advanced for an ordinary Victorian. I don't know if that's relevant, really. I mean, she was helped by a leech.
It's you, my monster. You've come back, but you're
Alive. Thanks to you, Ada. You saved me from your mother's human rubbish tip.
You mean once you're covered in that red stuff, you're cold?
She does not want me, monster. I'm not to be chosen.
Oh dear.
Perhaps it was my own sin. The blackness in my heart that my father saw in me.
Ada, no.
What is that blackness did
Stupid.
her father see?
And you know it.
What is it?
Who is that?
You didn't hear her before?
A friend of his.
Then you are fortunate indeed. It isn't good to be alone.
Ada,
I don't know.
tell me something. Who's Mr. Sweet? Ada.
Oh, dear monster.
Does she not know?
I cannot, even though I cannot betray him.
Oh, she does know.
Coming up then. There's something you need to know.
She didn't know about any of this? They're obviously going for the red stuff now.
You look like a bad penny, young man.
Force of habit.
Can I
Bad penny? What kind of saying was that? How can you have a bad penny?
Glass of Amontillado.
No, thanks. We've had a skinful already, as you might say.
Very funny.
Yes, I'm the doctor. You're nuts. And I'm going to stop you.
I'm afraid, Mr. Sweet, and I cannot allow.
Ah, yes. Would it be impolite to ask why you and Mr. Sweet are petrifying your workforce with diluted prehistoric leech venom?
So when did you get to meet him? This silent partner of yours. Why is he so shy?
Mr. Sweet is always with us.
But you seem to have a very close relationship, you and your pal.
Oh, yes, Doctor. Exceedingly close. Symbiotic, you might say.
That word existed back then? Ugh. Disgusting leech. Would like to know how that was operated for.
Doctor, what is it?
A survivor. He has grown fat on the filth humanity has pumped into the rivers.
Ugh.
We're around him.
Very enterprising.
His needs are simple.
He needs more than her
In
blood.
return, he gives me his nectar.
Mrs. Guineaflower, you have no idea what you are dealing with.
That thing produces a lot of nectar.
That venom could wipe out all life on this planet.
Do you know what these are? The wrong hands.
That is actually a good line. He's taken with that Thomas.
Planning a little fireworks party, are we?
You have forced me to advance the great work somewhat, Doctor, but my colossal scheme remains as it was. My rocket
Yep.
will explode high in the atmosphere, raining down Mr. Sweet beneficence onto all humanity.
And wiping us all out. You can't!
My new avenues will
I don't
stop at
quite-
humans before stepping out into a golden dawn, is it not?
Why did you do it so slowly before?
Now, tell us about Ada, Mrs. Guineaflower.
What?
Your daughter. You do remember your daughter. Tell us about your daughter.
How can you speak of such trivia when my hour is at hand? The child is of no consequence.
Is that why you
Ugh.
experimented on her?
Experimented.
The signs are all there, the pattern of scarring. You used her as
Yes.
a guinea pig, didn't you?
God, sometimes
Oh, so that's what it was.
sacrifices must be made.
So it wasn't the father.
Sacrifice. necessary. I have to find out how much of the venom would produce an antitoxin to immunize myself. Don't you see? It was necessary.
Mama,
In other words, you're not pure enough.
is it true?
Ada.
It is. It's true. True.
Ada, listen.
You hag! You perfidious hag! You virago! You harpy! All these years I have helped you, served you, looked after you to the camp and nothing! Nothing at all!
Oh, stop!
Hang on, I've got to sort of...
I am curious that if she's immunised herself from preservation, does she be just killed in the apocalypse?
Yeah. That worked.
Would it?
I'm afraid your rocket isn't going anywhere, Mrs. G.
Doesn't necessarily stop things from happening. Just makes it more unlikely to stop it.
Come to me, Ada. Oh, my child.
Well, you're quite gullible, aren't you?
Always been so very useful.
Mrs. Gilliflower.
Please, Mama, no more. No more.
And now, if you will forgive us, we must be going. It is long past Ada's bedtime.
Hello, Carol. If you follow straight after us, she'll shoot Ada on the spot.
She wouldn't.
And yet
She would.
you will follow her eventually.
Cheers. Oh, useful. Oh, Ada, don't talk.
Following her through the window.
Stop. Has the venom been loaded?
Yes, Mum.
Then heaven awaits you.
Okay, they're not preserved. So why are they helping her? What are they? No, I get it. People who were involved in her insane religion. I want to say religion, because since she is calling for the apocalypse.
Just let her go. Mrs. Gilliflower, let Ada go.
Secondary firing mechanism, Doctor. Mr. Sweet and I were too smart for you after all.
Just let your daughter go, Mrs. Gilliflower.
Yes, I'm impressed we didn't think there was something secondary.
Certainly, Mama. It is no matter for you killed me a long time ago.
Charming.
I'll live a night and day. We are children.
I just realised that was the same episode. That was the same him in, I want to say, the episode Human Nature. I'm thinking of the one with the scarecrows. Probably wrong. Or Family of Blood, at least.
Now, Mr. Sweet. Now the whole world will taste your lethal kiss.
I don't think so, Mrs. Gilliflower.
Very well.
How do they get it
The
off?
world with me. You will have to die, you freaks. Die! Die!
Put down your weapon, human female.
Look at one that was never going to be accurate. Both were too far away from him to take an accurate shot.
Ouch.
At least she not done it instantly.
No! No! Mr. Sweet. Where are you going?
He hasn't seen a point.
You can't leave me now.
You've outlived your usefulness.
Sweet.
What's it doing?
I know she's dying. She's no longer of any use to it.
Mr. Sweet. Are you there? Come here. Forgive me, my child. Forgive me.
course not. Well, she's actually proud of that. Surely someone's gonna know. A lot of people must have noticed that.
What will you do with
They're not recorded.
Take it back to the Jurassic era, maybe. Out of harm's way.
Yes. It can appropriately die. Or now.
On the other hand... Right, London. We were heading for London, weren't we?
Yep.
Was there any particular reason?
No, just thought you might... like it.
Yeah. Maybe have enough of Victorian values for a bit.
You're the boss.
Am I?
No.
No. Get it.
See, I am curious, is that actually going to be a nod to the last episode? Is that something important?
Ada, I'd love to stay and help clear up...
I'm going to be intrigued what happens when they get to the fields of Tendor.
And what about you?
Oh, there are many things a bright young lady can do to occupy her time. It's time I stepped out of the darkness and into the light.
Good luck, Ada. You know, I think you will be just... splendid.
Yes, but let's face it, there is very
Well,
little good she could do blind.
As ever, have some Pontefract cakes on me. I love Pontefract cakes.
What are Pontefract cakes?
I
Ugh.
wonder.
But Doctor, that girl, Clara, you haven't explained.
Yes. Hasn't explained to any of us.
No.
Does he even know?
Ah, look at the muck in here. Right.
Another one for the vault.
They actually have a vault for all this.
There you are. I called to see if there had been any progress.
Go on after everything he's seen. It's getting old.
The boss. Yep, that's me.
So he does just pick her up and drop her off every now and again. A bit odd.
I am the boss.
I want to know what that toy is. Kind of looks like Galvatron from Transformers.
It's you, isn't it? It's from the 70s, but it's definitely you. Of course it's not. And that's you too.
Oh dear.
1983.
Why not did she let herself get photographed?
No, that's just someone who looks like me. That's someone who looks like your boyfriend. Is he an alien? Why would he be an alien? Chin. And the time travel?
Sus that. Huh.
That's not right. You're in Victorian London. No, I was in Victorian Yorkshire.
No.
How come you didn't tell her? Time travel, that's so cool. Can we
Oh,
have a go?
been odd. That's exactly why she didn't tell you.
No, listen. Okay. Cool. I have to tell Dad that our nanny's a time traveller.
Yes, but already, surely she knows the Doctor's been keeping secrets from her now. Alright, next time. And of course, next time, it's a Neil Gaiman script, so hopefully this one will be good.
Amusement park there will ever be.
It closed down. Reports of people just vanishing.
That's what Cybermen do.
Telling my young friends, we all know there are no more living Cybermen.
Wonder what year this is going to be. Cybermen, Mondasian Cybermen, and newer Mondasian Cybermen. Okay, I just noticed that's a pretty fast Cyberman.
Hail to you, the Doctor, savior of the Cybermen.
Right, so I have been Doctor Who Commentator, thank you for watching. I also have another YouTube account, Bakura23, and I am on Doctor Who World as Omega1. Thank you for watching, hope you enjoyed watching and listening. Naturally, what I always expected, he's never pointing this out, is you can play this, hopefully you can play this over an actual episode, so you can both see visually what I'm talking about as well as verbally. Goodbye.